Hi Libra, Healing Grasshopper here to do your 2024 July reading. Um, let's very quickly talk about the astrology. So Neptune is going retrograde on the 1st of July. So the funny thing in my notes says I'm going to have to find another way to deliver this advice to them when the time draws near. So the time has come, right? And the message is try not to project expectations that are too lofty onto your relationships. You will need to do your best to bring things to ground level and see things how they really are so that you can work through them accordingly. Now, I don't think that was that harsh of a message, but I think that I wrote that note to myself because what you're going through right now, Libra, is not so much problem in your relationship, but is more your drive to build your new life. I think you're really in the top three to top five signs that are very, very focused on, you're very aware of the new paradigm that you have moved through and are focused on, right, let's build that mansion in the sky, you know, which is a great thing. But Libras are you can be when you're focused on something, you, you can be very much like a Virgo or a Capricorn, like, look out, Libra is building something, but I think what the astrology is warning you about, that you can't plow through it and you know run over your significant other in the process. And I know that I left myself that message for a reason. I think some of you are kind of touchy about it because you're already in that fight already, whatever it is. You've been having little tiffs and conflicts here and there about, whatever it is, that the logistics of the moving forward, whatever you're striving toward, that's kind of rubbing your significant other the wrong way or confusing them or whatever. It's causing some kind of rift. um, so Spirit is really saying you need to just take a pause and realize that not everyone sees your vision quite the way you do. And your vision, no matter how legitimate it is, you're just going to need to slow down for that other person, for your significant other. You can have what you want, just, take the time to listen to the other person and what aspirations that they may have for you too, you know, that may not quite fit in your current plans, that kind of thing. There just needs to be um, some compromise. I feel like neither of you are asking anything that's um, unreasonable of each other. It's just there's the right time to do each of the things, and there just needs to be a bit of planning. That's all. Um, and communication. Four of Cups. Yeah. Okay. But Ace of Cups. Good. Six of Swords. We're on a roller coaster here. Libra. It's going to be okay, I promise. Okay, so for those of you who are single, now for those of you in relationships, there's love here and things are not as bad as it seems. There just needs to be a pause. And you guys may benefit from a little bit of time alone. Like an agree to disagree. Let's go in our corners and work on the things that we need to work on, and we'll regroup later and discuss later. And sometimes when, each of you, it'll soothe your nerves to be able to have the freedom to do what it is that you need to do. I know I'm being very vague. Like, let's say one of you is wants to open up some kind of business, like a retail business, a boutique, let's say. And, you know, you need the money, the resources, the help for this. But your significant other is focused on building a custom car, let's say. Um, there's nothing wrong with you going to the boutique and working on the boutique by yourself or seeking help from friends or whatever to do whatever you're currently doing in that project while your significant other goes off and does their projects. Um, and kind of, you have both of you fulfilling each of your needs. And then later, after you've cooled off, you can come together and kind of, you know, put things back on the table. Like, look, I would really need help with this. I know this is important to you, but, B is important to me. And how can we work this through to help each other? Where, before it was like loggerheads, like, you never helped me with this, um, just separate for a bit. And I don't mean like legal separation. It doesn't need to be that drastic, but just going in your separate corners, working on your separate tasks for a little while will do you some good. For those of you who are single, um, there's kind of a feeling where, you know, you can never, like, you can't find that reciprocity. You can't, um, you feel that you're always doing for others and they're not doing for you. And, you know, when are you ever going to have those people in your life who look out for you? And why do you always have to be on your own and that kind of thing? That's coming. You're moving towards calmer shores. It's not always gonna. Wow, all of these cards. Two of Wands, King of Cups, Two of Wands, Two of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Chariot. Any others? Okay, you know what? We're just gonna put these back. And if they come back out, they come back out. A lot of multiples. Eight of Pentacles for sure. That's definitely Four of Wands. The Sun. Center card? Okay. Okay. Let's draw that center card, please. What's our focus card? Ace of Pentacles. Here, that's one of the cards that reemerged. Okay. So you've got this is a good reading, guys. Okay. Yeah. We need one more though. Spirit. One more, please. Okay. Yes. I love it. Okay. Very good. So Two of Wands talks about a choice here. But in this case, Libra, for those of you who are in relationships, and let's do relationships first, and then we're going to come back around for the singles. For those of you in relationships, this talks about what I was saying about both of you going into your prospective corners and doing what each of you um, are, compelled to do, inspired to do, right? Which will, they're good ideas, both of them fulfilling, lucrative ideas. Neither one idea is better than the other. Eight of Pentacles, working towards your prospective goals. Four of Wands, coming together in the end, happy with your outcome. Okay? This portrays exactly what I was talking about. Going your separate ways, things working out for both of you happily working separately, coming together in the end, being generous with each other in your time, your patience, your love, right? Look at Ace of Cups here. And then things working out very well for both of you in the end. Okay, here you are, Four of Cups and Six of Cups, like making mountains out of molehills. It's not as bad as it seems. It's going to work out. Here's the Sun, and then Nine of Cups. You're coming together again. Lovey dovey, kissy kissy. This is not a breakup. This is just a little um, conflict of interests here. That's all. Conflict in ambitions. For the single folks, though, right? You're moving towards something better for yourself. You've chosen your path. You have blessings from the universe in help towards fulfillment. Here you are happily working towards it. You have celebration in the end. It will work for you. Six of Pentacles is often the don't be spiteful card, I call it. This is be careful not to steamroll over people while you're getting to where you're going, which is happiness. And that's for both groups, single and romantic relationships, where try not to be so focused on your path that you forget the needs of others, right? And then you have the King of Cups here, where things end up amicable. Let's get some clarity. Yeah. Arguing, confusion. You know what? When you're in the middle of the argument, just stop. Just remember, like, you know what? It's you don't need to win. You don't need to, it's just unnecessary. Let them do what they want to do. You do what you want to do, and you'll regroup later. There's no need to argue. You see, Four of Pentacles over the Four of Cups. This is too rigid, too attached to your own outcome. But right, the both of you. This is being stubborn. Ace of Cups reversed. Ace of Cups reversed. It is reversed. Okay. So you have upright and reversed. Yeah, this is a momentary lapse of love and judgment, right? You can be so wrapped up in your own agenda, and not just you, Libra, your significant other too. That so wrapped up in the arguments that you forget the love. You lose sight of the love. Reversed, not reversed. It's interesting. We've got the two walking away cards here, moving away on top of each other. Okay. So for those of you in relationships, only you know what your situation is. I feel that the majority of you are arguing to the point where you are contemplating walking away. For the majority of you, I don't think that that's going to be the outcome. It just feels that way. For a small number of you, it may come to that. Yes, you're saying yes. But a small number. Not all of you. No. So you're going to need to decide. And by the way, in the parting here, this little separation that I was talking about, um, is going to be the deciding factor of what you're going to do. You're going to get a clear picture of what you want moving forward, whether you want to stay in this relationship or not. And when you separate, you're going to see that clearly. Like, is this just a conflict of, you know, your interests and your ambitions, or is this a more serious problem? It's up to you. For the single folks, this is just an assessment of the things that bring conflict into your life and how kind of destructive, poisonous they can be in your life, and how you just you're deciding to move away from it. This isn't what you need in your life. Everyone, what needs to be changed in your life doesn't necessarily need to be walking away. For some of you, it is. Five of Wands. I almost want to put the Five of Wands over the Six of Pentacles here. The Don't Be Spiteful card. But no, Spirit wants it over the Two of Wands. There is a choice here that you have Libra. The thing about the Five of Swords is about two scenarios here. There are two clear pictures here. There's the guy in the forefront that's very satisfied with the spoils of war, and then the two people in the background who are defeated, right? So this talks about who's taking which role. So, and this is the kind of thing that you have in an argument, right? Where one wants to be the winner and a clear loser. No one wins when both parties are thinking that way, that there has to be an absolute winner. That's not, let's work on everybody winning, everybody being satisfied here. There needs to be compromise, is what this is saying, right? For the single folks, this is just choosing yourself over others and moving forward and not being concerned about being right. This works the same way with the single and the involved people. Where choosing love is always the answer, always easiest for everyone, right? The devil. Again, choosing love is always the easiest. If you tether yourself to this, I want to be right, it's only going to bring unnecessary misery to the table. And it doesn't need to be this way. The Fool. Reversed? Not reversed. Working towards something better. This is focusing on what you can move towards that's positive instead of dwelling on whatever is negative. The best way to triumph over what's negative in your life is focus on the positive and move forward. Wheel of Fortune on top of the Four of Wands. Again, win-win for everyone. And just striving towards one's own happiness. It's just the same message. The Six of Pentacles. This is the don't be spiteful, be generous card. And you can find the generosity deep within. The Three of Swords here talks about, again, like Two of Wands choice here. And the Four of Pentacles being overly rigid. You can choose misery or you can choose happiness. It's up to you. Libra, you can, since I'm talking to you, let's take the other people out of the equation here. You can take charge here in being the generous one and being the one of the higher minds here, taking the high road and finding a way of making the other person feel that they've won. That's okay. For the person in your life that you're staying with, that you love or whatever, it's easy to be generous with that person. And let them think that they're right and we give them a little something, the compromise or whatever. Everyone's happy and move forward. For those of you who are single, it's like you can continue to dwell and fight with the people that you need to walk away from, or just simply walk away and move towards your happiness. Single or in a relationship, it's somewhat of the same energy. Like you choose the emotion that you want to live in, to bathe yourself in. Misery and conflict, or happiness and inspiration and love. Nine of Cups is moving towards love. So let's see what advice we have. Okay. Okay. So we have messages from the universe. We have one message from the universe. It's overall a good reading, Libra. I know you're annoyed, but it's going to pass. It's fun. Every situation in life is temporary. Wow. So life, when life is good, make sure that period shouldn't be there. There are so many like weird grammatical errors and typos in this deck. Um, so when life is good, make sure you enjoy and receive it fully. When life is not so good, remember that it will not last forever and better days are on the way. Just said that. It's going to be better. It's getting better, guys. This is super temporary what you're feeling right here, Libra. And, I have a feeling it's going to resolve in July. Like it's going to come and go. You're fine. And then you're going to have a pause with a scuffle or whatever in your life. And then you're going to be back on your path. It'll be fine. Okay, guys. I love you, Libras. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. I love engaging with you guys in the comments, and I answer every single one. So if you've got something on your mind or you want to tell me how this resonates, let me know. I'll be thrilled to hear from you. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, guys, and it's been a little slow. So if you're not subscribed, please do. And if you feel you're already subscribed, just check really quickly because YouTube has been unsubscribing folks out of the blue. It's happened to me personally with my own channels that I'm subscribed to. I've had to resubscribe to Y-Files a bunch of times. It's my favorite channel. Um, so just have a look for me. I love you, Libra. I'll speak to you soon. Love, light, and many blessings.